Hey guys, I'm back again. I'm coming in with a collective message, and I've generally been on TikTok this whole time, growing my tribe over there, but I feel like Spirit has a longer message for me today, so I did want to bring it over here to YouTube. I have been speaking to a collective that has been shifting their focus away from romance for a little bit, and we've been focusing more on finances, work, possibly moving, okay, taking care of things, very mother nature. Okay, some of you guys could be moving more outside, getting more time outside, grounding, putting the pieces together is what I'm hearing, planning and putting action into those plans. Okay, we're stepping into a masculine energy because I've been speaking more to a feminine energy in my collective, and of course it does not matter the gender, we all hold both, but I feel like it's been shifting more into a masculine energy. We're initiating our plans, okay, taking initiation. I don't know, I'm kind of rambling right now, but for those of you who are here from my TikTok, hello. I know I am going to post a smaller summarizing video over there after I finish with this message, because I did feel a shift occurring yesterday. I was seeing a bunch of signs and I did write some stuff down, but I do believe the number 777 could be very significant, and on TikTok I'll post what I saw. That's kind of cool. When I was on a hike with my sister, on her birthday was the 22nd, so spending time in nature, we were hiking to a waterfall. Actually, I don't know why that came up. That's so funny. I don't know if I can like show y'all. I'm trying, but my sister is like literally calling me, and I had no plans on talking about our hike. Hold on. Okay, this might not be too long now because I think we're gonna have plans to, my mom's aunt passed not too long ago, and we're going to go through all of her clothes because she has so many suits, so might see what I can find for myself, and then I don't know, Spirit's just telling me to say these things in case they resonate for anyone as like signs, I guess. She was calling to tell me that a friend was coming to look for their wallet, and I don't know, do something for her. I don't remember really now, but that was just really interesting that happened in that order. Like, I was not planning on talking about our hike, but I was talking about how like an opportunity showed up for me not too long ago. And I've been speaking to the collective on how your manifestations might be landing soon, and it might be in surprising ways or in unexpected ways. And for me, that unexpected way was something that Six of Swords, transitioning on to calmer tides, calmer waters. You're leaving one phase of your life to go into a completely whole new world is what I keep picking up here. So Aladdin could be significant even. And I also checked the time earlier. I caught 1:44, which is a significant number for me to see. But what I was saying is, it's like, it was an opportunity I had overlooked before because I was still in my world of doubt and shame and guilt. Because of my financial habits, and basically the opportunity was a way for me to go back to LA, California, and I've been speaking to my collective about my manifestation of moving out. Currently living with my mother and still in South Carolina, and it's just a place I know that I've outgrown, and I know I'm ready for something new, and a lot of us are ready for this new energy. We're ready to transition. We're ready for like a new balance as well, harmony in life. And I've been picking up on a lot of airplanes because airplanes have been flying over our house for a really long time now, but always at the right time. And I'm just saying that some of the ways that you might be receiving this manifestation in a surprising way, or in a way you might have overlooked, is possibly because, again, something about the world that you were living in might be tied to mindsets, okay? The way that you're thinking. That's why swords would be so important here when it's coming out. You're not having to just change your external world, but you also have to change your internal world. That has to happen first sometimes before you get the actual life shift, okay? So I feel like that's what happened in my sense, or my case. I did not realize that I put down my own dream, my own manifestation, my small blessing. It seems pretty large in some sense because I basically won like a scholarship, 8 of Cups reversed, something returning, an opportunity possibly returning. Okay, something that was emotionally fulfilling for me that this was. This is maybe an opportunity for me to step into the world that I'm trying to live in, the state at least, the place I've always been called to. What was I talking about? It's a summit or something for survivors, and I basically can have networking opportunities, but also financial opportunities, learn how to save money. Because I know my situation isn't necessarily that I don't have the ability to save. It's that I don't have the money to actually do the saving, if that makes sense. Like sometimes you have to make more than what your life actually costs, and there's nothing else I can cut out of my budget. So it's kind of getting to a frustrating point where it's like I just need something to actually work out to where I'm just making more so that I can actually put stuff to the side and save for an apartment, or save for plane tickets, save for a hotel. And these are basically all the things that made me walk away from this opportunity, because emotionally I was still feeling a lot of shame and guilt around the fact that I don't believe in myself. I don't believe that I can receive more blessings, that I can get the support from the universe, from my community, from whatever, whoever, from myself to support this dream that I do want to chase. Okay, so I also wrote about this in my blog yesterday, so that is in my link tree as well. But I was talking about how, it just like left my mind. I was talking about, I'm a generator. I can't remember what that's called. Human design, I believe. So I know that I'm not naturally supposed to chase things in life. Energetically, I'm supposed to respond to the things that are called to me, that I pull in with my energy, okay? I have to choose what is actually aligned. And I felt that energy of satisfaction, which is my signature. So it told me that this time around, when they emailed me after the deadline was June 13th to tell them whether or not I wanted to accept the scholarship and go, I let that date pass, of course, because I overlooked my blessing, okay? I did not believe in myself. I said someone else can better have this opportunity and use it, because they'll probably have the resources since I don't, clearly. Just being very doubtful. Yeah, important decisions to make. This is all about that Empress energy. Here's that King of Pentacles reversed. Very much lack mindset, very much I don't have the material things, but it's not about the material things. It's about the energy. It's about what do you believe you can have? What do you believe is already for you? If you just make that choice, Spirit is going to provide. And that's what I've been saying this energy is for the collective lately. And I'm sorry for all the rambling about my life. That's why I also wanted to take it on YouTube, because I know sometimes people on TikTok don't like that. But I speak to a collective that is supposed to connect with my personal experience. So I know that I need to get comfortable with also doing that myself. And there is something here about not counting yourself out before the game even starts. I've never said that before, but okay. But we are the Empress. Again, I was speaking to divine feminine energy. And we are leaning into the masculine energy now, yes, but it's because we know exactly what we want. And now we know we are worthy of it. And that spirit will support us and provide that for us if we actually make the decision to go after it, okay? This was an energy of gaining a lot of clarity after a time of personal development, okay? At this point in time, it feels like now we're leaning into skill development. We're mastering the things that we need to master to be able to get to our desires and continue to align with them. Okay, we're taking aligned action. That's what the divine masculine energy is coming out to be now. And when we do talk about romance in my collective readings, that's also what's shifting in the divine masculines at this time as well. When us Empress energies are now focusing on ourselves and going after the things that we want, right now it doesn't seem to be, again, the romance aspects of our life. There's, for some of us, that's the single ones at least, we seem to be at an impasse with masculine energies who are now waking up to the things that they desire emotionally and are ready to vulnerably step forward and go after themselves, okay? So it's kind of like they're playing catch up, and that's why we're not really talking too much about that. But on our end, it is triggering their end to waken up faster, if that makes sense, especially for those of you who are in separation with those who you believe are your divine masculines, or if you feel like you haven't met them, it's possibly because they're right now going through this internal work, this self-development. But again, it's because they don't know how to look forward. Like at first, like I didn't before, I didn't know how to see forward. I didn't know how to believe in myself. I'm seeing the Fool energy. I didn't know how to take that leap. But now it's giving lucky girl energy. And I remember when I got the email that said, hey, we still held your spot, even though there was no reason for them to do so. That was like 10 days ago that I missed the deadline. Now 11. But they were going to give me until 7 days from now, next Monday, to then actually give them a decision. And I just felt really lucky in that moment. And I decided to lean into that luck. I decided to lean into gratitude and faith. And I decided to stop living in the world of doubt and fear. I made a decision to transition on because I know that that's what I have to do to now make my external world match that energy, okay? So that is what I feel like is going on with the collective. Long story, not short. But I think I covered pretty much energy. I've been getting a lot of countdown energy as well, 3, 2, 1. So I feel like this is a countdown towards something soon to come for this collective. The illusions are clearing around all of these options, around all of the desires, okay? I feel like you're narrowing down things. You're seeing things a little bit more clearly. We're taking off rose-colored glasses because for a lot of you, when it is coming to your romantic life as well, you could be facing multiple options in terms of multiple people. For those of you who are wanting to move, possibly where you're actually wanting to go. Narrowing down on those specifics for those of you who are looking for a job, okay? Things are just getting a lot more clear in terms of your options, especially in terms of things that are actually being offered to you at this time as well. Page of Wands energy, very curious, very explorative. Is explorative a word? But I feel like this is an exploring energy. Very much like adventurous, and it's exciting. I think that that was the specific word I was looking for earlier as well. I felt excited, and I decided to lean into excitement instead of fear. Here's that 5 of Swords and 5 of Wands, and there's the Fool. I told y'all, I felt the Fool energy. It was reversed. So this is the subconscious energy, okay? And this is all the conflict, and this is all the fear that you're literally, I love when they support me in that. You're leaning into excitement instead of the fear. What's on the surface, what you're intentionally choosing, that's the excitement. What's below, all of this change, all of this conflict is clearing out. You don't want to choose fear anymore, and you're finally like trusting yourself. You're deciding, you know, I don't want to be scared anymore. I don't want to be scary cat. I don't want to be, someone has been coming up a lot in my readings. The cowardly lion, okay? A lot of you guys might be fire signs as well because I've been picking up on a lot of King and Queen of Wands energy. either the divine masculine and feminine energy within you finally balancing out, or for some of you, it could be like a romantic partner as well. But I've been picking up on a lot of fire sign and a lot of cowardly lion. Like, it's time to be courageous. It's time to be confident in terms of what you want. If you don't move forward with confidence, why would anyone give it to you? If you don't think you deserve it, Spirit's not going to really think that you might be worthy of handling it, because you might drop it out of fear. Okay, that's like kind of having to fight imposter syndrome. Some of you guys might be dealing with that at this time as well. I think I'm also, making my way through imposter syndrome. So just keep all of this in mind. It starts internally first, but this feels really exciting. So Spirit, I do want to know now, what is coming for the collective? What are they aligning with now that this shift has happened? We have the Tower reversed. There's another 5 of Cups reversed. So 555 could very much be significant here. 7 of Swords reversed. We're coming clean to ourselves. We're clearing out the self-deception. We're clearing out the grief. We're turning around. We're not crying over spilt milk anymore. There's 2 cups still standing. You're intentionally grabbing them and running. This is a collective that has averted some type of disaster, okay? You saw a tower was already crumbling. You saw the foundation was not sturdy. You decided to trust your gut and jump ship, okay? Abort ship. I don't know what I'm saying, but I feel like there's a shift or split in collectives. That is what I'm seeing. Like, there's a group of people that are still attached to something that they're refusing to let go of, and they're running into a tower moment at this time. You guys decided not to do that. You saw it coming, and even if your external world wasn't telling you otherwise, or was telling you otherwise, you still decided to trust your gut. And that is what Spirit is supporting at this time. And I feel like I saw the Hierophant reversed at the bottom of the deck earlier, and now I'm regretting not speaking on it, because I feel like that's what I'm seeing. It's like the Black Sheep collective, the people who are going against the grain and aren't afraid of standing out, maybe looking a little foolish. Okay. Clarify a little bit more, Spirit, what's coming for this collective. King of Swords reversed. This has come up in my personal readings a lot, and this tends to be a masculine energy who is not only lying to themselves, but lying to someone else who they're trying to communicate with. So I do want clarification on that, Spirit. Why are we getting the King of Swords reversed? 4 of Swords, rest, contemplation. Why did I just hear my ball? That's so silly, because I think I'm picking that up from, like, I don't know if it's called Twitch or the streamers on TikTok. When I watch them in their like romantic relationships, it's like someone says, like, if that's their girlfriend or something, that's their ball, their favorite ball or something. And I'm picking that energy up with this Page of Pentacles. I feel like this King of Swords is someone from your past, and I've said this before, so some of you will not be surprised. Some of you will not be surprised. This King of Swords reversed is coming in to communicate, and they want to offer you something, and it's going to make you pause. It's going to make you pause and think about this for real, because this King of Swords reversed was a liar. They were a manipulator. They were thinking with their head and not their heart. So I feel like you're going to have to really think about this offer from them. It might be small. It might be an apology, but again, we have 6 of Pentacles, Ace of Swords, the High Priestess, Page of Pentacles. You're gonna know who this is. You're expecting it, I feel like, in some way, shape, or form. Especially for those of you, we've already discussed this on TikTok. Some people's exes are coming back, past flings. So we need to be aware of that. Spirit, what energy are they coming in? This is a collective reading, so only remember, take what resonates. Don't force the message if it does not fit for y'all, but I knew that was gonna come out. I peeped it in the deck. The Devil, and then the 3 of Cups reversed is coming out here. This is an enticing offer. I feel like they want to break bread over the past. Again, some of these people are trying to come in with an apology, but I just don't know if there's anything to back up this apology for real. Have they actually changed? Are they going to put in real effort, Spirit? What are their true intentions? Six of Wands. They want your attention. You're shining so brightly. Queen of Wands at the bottom of the deck. And then Six of Wands. You could be receiving a lot of tension right now, and I feel like they don't like that, or they want a piece of that pie, okay? They want some of your attention to be steered in their direction. This doesn't have to be someone who physically comes forward in your life, okay? This could be someone who's watching you from behind the scenes, especially for those of you who are in the public eye or on social media. Could be influencers, okay? Readers yourselves, just working in front of a lot of people, or a lot of people, maybe romantic interests, again, are showing you their attention. And here's someone now arriving at my house. Again, I feel like someone wants to come back. You're looking pretty attractive and magnetic. Just be aware of that. Knight of Swords reversed. This person is very much impulsive, and they're not coming in having thought much about what they're actually offering you either. Okay. I don't know if y'all can hear the car, but I hope not. I do want to see what advice Spirit has for you at this time, okay? But this is possibly coming in very quickly. What advice does this collective need to hear, Spirit? Courageous heart. It takes courage to follow your heart, especially when the path is unknown. Your heart knows the way. Trust it and lead it. Let it lead you to your true destiny. Boundless possibilities is reversed, but I do see compassion, and that is something I've also been bringing up lately. Some of these masculine energies are coming in, possibly because they're trying to be very courageous as well. Again, I'm picking up on a lot of Lion, Leo energy here. And I feel like they're seeking your compassion, and for some of you, you want to be compassionate with them. Show them compassion, give them a chance, maybe hear them out. But I do feel like, again, for a lot of them, there's not really a lot of possibilities for these people. And it could just be because, again, their intentions aren't very true, or they're not very aligned in the moment. Again, maybe this is something that they're desiring to happen, but long term, is this something that can remain stable, consistent, and true, is what I feel like Spirit wants to bring awareness to at this time, okay? Oh, I picked up a little shell. I don't know if that's going to be significant for anyone, but that's interesting. Spirit, show me the intentions of this King of Swords and Knight of Swords reversed and Devil. I mean, it's not very positive already. Yeah. Safe space comes out reversed. Plans. Can we make plans to get together soon? But here's the honesty. Here's the I'm sorry. Here's the great news. So they do want to be honest. I do feel like they do want to clarify things. Again, that would support the Ace of Swords coming out as well. Let me use a different deck. What is this great news, Spirit? What great news do they have for this collective? I feel like something got better. Yeah, I feel like they want to reunite. They don't want you to be single. They don't want you to be self-sufficient. Something is imbalanced with Temperance reversed. They want to bring it back into balance. Something is in excess. Some people could be dealing with addiction issues, okay? Take it how it resonates. Living in some type of extreme, working on self-healing. They're trying to realign. Obsession with work, living beyond means, hustling and false success. Something could have shifted within their work situation. They could have broken free of a work situation, trying to become an entrepreneur. Someone left a 9-to-5 job, or someone's like not focusing so much or being so consumed by their work is also what I'm picking up here as well, okay? That could have caused some type of imbalance in their life. I'm also picking up imbalance in someone's health, okay? Take it only how it resonates for you. There's another 5 of Swords. Ace of Swords. This person could very much be an air sign who does not know how to be real with themselves or be real with you. Wasn't very much taking care of themselves or taking care of you. It's coming up very, very clearly. For some of you guys, I have been picking up on co-parenting situations, having children, or having some type of financial connection or codependent relationship. There's jealousy on here, smothering. Again, an issue with financial independence, either them not wanting you to be financially independent. I feel like there's something about they want to seem like they can take care of you. They want you to rely on them. I hope this is making sense for some of you. But it is making sense because with 5 of Swords, it's also abusive relationships, okay? And I said there's a lot of manipulation either that happened in the past or is still trying to happen in the future. And I'm getting literally all of the cards, the same cards from before, except the Knight of Wands reversed. But everything is coming back out again. I'm holding it weird. But they're all in the reverse position now. Even the 2 of Wands. The 2 of Wands again, the Empress, the 3 of Cups. Everything's now reversed. This is really interesting. Something has flipped. Their good news is that something has flipped. Okay, so I feel like this is someone who is coming in with new energy, possibly brand new energy, someone who's done a 180. I don't know why Spirit keeps putting this message out here, but I feel like they still want me to express it. So maybe I just need to express it on YouTube. Maybe I don't need to do a mini video on TikTok, but someone's coming in and I feel like they do want to seem like they have new energy. Spirit wants you to be courageous, but there's not a lot of possibilities. Okay. I feel like the courageous thing is that you're going to have to see beyond someone's red flags. I don't feel like someone's really in like brand new energy. I feel like this person is just wanting to seem that way. And that's why I also get the King of Wands energy sometimes, because this is a person who will seem very, again, enticing, seem very passionate. They will come off like they're very sure about you, like they know what they want, like they put in the work to change. But something is still not aligned here. I don't believe this is a collective that's meant for the cycle to repeat itself. You're choosing new things, remember. You're moving on to bigger and better. Is that going to include this person from your past? Like, just be real with yourself about this, because Spirit is intentionally putting the cards in your hand at this point in time. No one else can choose for you. Don't even give tarot readings that much power, because in the moment, if and when this actually happens, it's on you for real. You're gonna have to feel this out yourself. Trust your intuition. You've done the work. You've done the work to trust yourself. So you will be able to at that moment, okay? Spirit, what does this collective need to know? How do they need to handle this situation if and when it comes in? Guidance, please, for their next steps. Okay, there we go. 7 of Cups again. And there's that 2 of Swords reversed. That's the indecision. I feel like there's the 8 of Cups reversed again. 4 of Wands. Some of you are truly looking for the one. 2 of Cups reversed. And I feel like you truly are doubting whether or not this person is that one anymore. 10 of Wands reversed. You're ready to put down the burdens. You don't want a King of Pentacles reversed anymore. Again, like I said, this person could have been very much working on work, working on material things, making sure they have all the money in the world and that they're satisfied and comfortable. Like, okay, but what about how you feel? What about how you feel about me? Like, are you going to actually talk to me? Are you not going to betray me? Like, is there consistency? Is there effort? There's something definitely here about like their focus was not on you. And now you're trying to decide whether or not they're ready to actually be true. Ooh, that rhymed a little bit. Okay, so let's see the main cards. 999 could definitely be a significant number as well. You have isolation, loneliness, withdrawal, resignation, distance, lost your way with the Hermit reversed, inner turmoil, deep-seated fears, secrets, releasing worry, hope, and reaching out with the 9 of Swords reversed. This person is pushing through like a lot of serious inner turmoil just to reach out to you. Spirit does want you to know that, okay? This is a major step for them. They have been working through some dark stuff. They've been going through their dark night of the soul. They've been feeling the loss of your light. They know who you are. They recognize you. Their soul does, at least at this point. And that's what they're fighting. It's like they're having, like I said, they're having their awakening. This is what this is. And they have to make a conscious effort. They have to use their free will to continue pushing through. Just know that they're possibly reaching out again because they're lonely. They want your light again. It is very dark for them. It's coming off very dark for them. But the choice is yours, okay? So make a choice that's aligned with what you actually want in love in general. Not from the specific person, but what do you want from love? What do you want in treatment? What do you want in communication? And ask the universe for that. If this person shows up, and I'm not saying they have to be perfect when they show up, but they do need to show up with actual effort. They need to try. If you want to give them the time and the compassion to, you know, actually do that consistently, then lean into that. But know that that needs to be like a trial period. Okay, for real. Don't jump back into anything that you are unsure about, that gives you those confusing warning red flag signals, okay? Because if you choose consciously to step back into that life, you're also choosing not to move forward into the blessings that was meant for the person who was going to choose that direction, okay? You also are basically on a forked path. And you have many ways that you can go. This is still, again, a decision for you to make. Where do you want to go? What cup do you want to choose? Something is returning into your life, but I am going to say it feels like it's just trying to pull you back. It doesn't mean that going back is the end of the world. Some of you do want a renewal of the past, a renewal of that love. And if you do, then that is your choice. Then put in the effort to go ahead and get that. If you want something brand new, then this is your time to choose it.